Hey guys, it is PokeMultiverse, and I am back home where it is nice and warm and there's no snow, and I can go outside in a t-shirt and not be freezing. Anyway, that has nothing to do with Pokemon. So, I have a showdown match against InZpektor on, obviously Showdown, because I just said showdown match. So, we're just gonna get right into this. I'm gonna lead with motherfucking Gasai as he leads with Venusaur, and I'm like, I'm gonna U-turn because this thing is mega bulky, and I don't think an attack boosted, flamethrower Ice Beam is gonna do too much. So I'm gonna go into Araragi, and he puts me to sleep, and Leech Seeds me on the switch, so I'm gonna switch out right now, go into Garp, as he actually goes into his Dawn Fan, and that's fine by me. He's gonna set up rocks as I go for the Ice Punch. It's a clean 3-hit KO, and I can live 2 EQs from the Dawn Fan. So at this point, I'm just going to go for the Drain Punch to get a little bit HP back, and he goes into Mega Venusaur, which just eats that up. And I'm going to Ice Punch it now because I completely forgot that Mega Venusaur has thick fat, so Ice and Fire moves literally do nothing to this thing. So now I'm going to go into Gliscor because I'm expecting him to go for the Synthesis, and if I can get behind a Substitute, Mega Venusaur can't really touch Gliscor because can't sub, and Sludge Bomb is like a 2-hit KO to break the sub, and so I can just Synth Stall him. But he goes into Skarmory, and which is excellent because I literally can't do anything to Scar him, so I'm just going to go for the Protect, not to waste a Substitute, and he goes for the Whirlwind, which works for me. So I'm going to stay in, go for the Lava Plume to try and wake up as he sets up a layer of spikes, and he realizes that I'm just staying in. So he goes for the Whirlwind to try and phase me out and get a bit more damage off on my other Pokemon as I just... Garp comes in and starts Drain Punching, but he's carrying the Rocky Helmet, so I'm actually losing more HP than I'm gaining. However, that's fine by me because I'm able to bring this defensive wall down quite a bit as he whirlwinds me right into Toka, which is perfect. I did not care that he was setting up spikes because Toka carries Defog, so I'm going to kill off the Skarm with Ice Beam and then Defog on the Aegislash. However, this thing goes for a Swords Dance, so now I'm really scared, so I'm going to switch out into Garp as he sets up another Swords Dance. I'm like, oh god, this is bad. He's going to easily Shadow Sneak Garp to the death. I'm going to go into Gliscor and go for the EQ because I don't want to mess around with a fucking +4 Aegislash, and I go for the sub, and I'm faster, so he Iron Heads, and now I'm expecting him to go for the King Shield, so I set up a Substitute on his King Shield, and the EQ does less than 50%, but after he breaks my sub, I know he's not going to want to go to King Shield again because I can easily set up a sub on him. So he Shadow Sneaks as I just go straight for the EQ. Played around this Aegislash fairly well, if I do say so myself. He goes in Talonflame, I go for the Protect, and he goes for another Swords Dance. I'm like, dude, do you have Swords Dance on every single Pokemon? I'm expecting to see Swords Dance on, like, his bloody Dawn Fan next. Anyway, Brave Bird's just gonna kill it. I go into Nautico to get off the Intimidate and kind of scare him out. I did not go for the Dragon Dance simply because I knew he had Mandibuzz, which could take a hit and then just whirlwind me out. So I just decided just to Waterfall and then Ice Fang. He knocks off my balloon as I wake up and set up rocks. So I'm just going to stay in and go for some Lava Plumes as he does in fact go for the Roost. And I'm going to Lava Plume a second time as he goes for the Whirlwind. And he brings in Nautico, and I go for the Waterfall hoping to kill, but it doesn't. But I get the flinch, which does matter because chances are he went for the Roost there. So I'm able to kill the Mandibuzz simply because I got that flinch. So he goes back into Mega Venusaur, and I'm like, hell no. So I go into Toka as he Sleep Powders the Toka. Thinking about it now, maybe Araragi would have been the better choice, but I figured Toka was the most dispensable Pokemon at the time, and I know U-turn will do 36, so no, that's not till later. He goes for the Synth as I U-turn, and I'm just staying in with Araragi to Lava Plume, and I do get the burn, which is going to be super useful because it's going to be residual damage that's going to require him to synthesize a lot more, as well as Leech Seed. He probably expected me to switch there, as I just go for another Lava Plume. I'm basically death foddering off Araragi at this point, mainly to kind of stall out all of his synthesis, because once Venusaur is out of synthesis, you can deal with him a lot better. So I go into Yuno, and at this point I'm thinking, alright, I'll U-turn, bring him down, go into Toka, switch back into Yuno, U-turn again. Hopefully the burn will bring him below 36% so I can kill him, but he actually switches out on the Toka into Talonflame, and I decide to stay in and go for the T-Bolt, hoping to hit it hard, but I forgot about Gale Wings. So you'll see later. After this, I'm like, I can't switch out now, so I'm just going to spam T-Bolt just to try and keep it at a decent amount of health as I sack Yuno to the Brave Bird. And I go into Nadeko, and here's the bad play. I go for the Dragon Dance because I forgot about Gale Wings, so I knew I could take one hit. And the thing is, I could have lost if he did go for the Brave Bird because he could have killed me twice. Not twice. He could have hit me, and then I'd Dragon Dance, and then his second Brave Bird would have killed me. And, I thought I was going to outspeed with the Dragon Dance because I forgot about Gale Wings. Whereas, in all honesty, even without a boost, Mega Gyarados could have killed all of his Pokemon. If he went for the Brave Bird, I went for Waterfall, his Talonflame would have gone down, and then I could have just killed the 2 remaining Pokemon at the health they were at. So, in the end, it did work out for me, but it was a momentary lapse of, wait, this thing has priority on flying-type moves, which could have cost me the game. So it's a good thing that he switched, but that Dragon Dance was just unnecessary and far too risky, so that was honestly luck on my part that he didn't go for the Brave Bird. So, you know, that's how the cookie crumbles. Anyway, rate, comment, subscribe, like, and I will see you guys later.